Good night, everyone. We'll get the Learning Net started here in about 5 minutes. We'll talk about quite a few things here, but welcome everyone here. And we'll get started here soon. This is K1DBC. All stations please stand by. The Denver Radio Club Learning Net starts in 5 minutes.
I know what that spaceship looks like, and you do too. It's called Earth. We travel through space at 50,000 miles an hour, moving toward other stars, and we'll reach other stars. It just takes a while. But we've got a great spaceship here, as long as we don't screw it up.
Welcome back to Where's My Jetpack? Back in the 1960s, we were promised everything, from jetpacks to flying cars and holidays in space. But here we are in the 21st century, with not a jetpack in sight. So what happened to those space-age dreams? I'm Sarah Cruddas.
And I'm Luke Moore.
And each episode we'll be taking you on a mission to find out, by exploring a different futuristic promise that never was, to find out if it was all just science fiction, or if these great inventions are either just around the corner or lurking in unexpected places. This is episode 10, the final episode of the series, Where's My New Planetary Home? Human beings going to another planet, a world beyond our own. So in reality, in the real world, the furthest we've been is the moon, and that was 1972.
It's not that far, is it?
No, not that far, about 250,000 miles. It's still quite far. It takes you 3 days to get there, but we haven't been back there to the moon since 1972.
Yeah.
But the idea of going to another world, a planet beyond our solar system and one day living, it's something we've seen a lot in the movies. But in terms of science, we just haven't been as far just yet to make that possible.
Yeah. Is it going to be good? Is it going to be better than here? Because this planet's good. But is there a better one out there? And it's probably better off to find one quickly, because if it comes down to the point where we don't have a choice and we've got to go, we need some candidates.
Well, I hope we're never in a situation where
I'm just saying, we need some options.
We do need some options, but, we go into space to protect Earth. Let's reiterate this. But the idea of exploring, like back in the 90s, early 90s, we didn't even know there were other planets beyond our solar system.
It's really that recent that we didn't know.
Yeah, it was that recent. So extrasolar planets, so basically planets which don't orbit around our sun, they're relatively recent, and we're starting to confirm thousands of them. But let's start by rolling back in time and finding out the history of worlds beyond our own. We dreamed of worlds beyond our own solar system long before we knew for certain that they existed. But it would take until the 1990s for the first confirmed detection of an exoplanet, a planet which orbits around another star.
Didier Queloz had observed a completely unexpected phenomenon: the possible evidence of a planet outside our solar system.
As techniques advanced, we were able to detect more and more worlds beyond our solar system.
And this is what's behind the latest wave of discoveries, the Kepler Space Telescope, aimed at one piece of sky and unearthing a new solar system, with 6 planets circling unusually close to their star, the largest batch found in one go.
Gas planets and rocky planets, planets which whizzed around their parent stars in a matter of days, water worlds, and even a planet made of diamonds.
It's roughly twice the size of Earth, slightly smaller than Jennifer Aniston's new engagement ring. It moves quickly around its star. A calendar year of hours lasts just 18 hours on this new diamond planet.
We detected rogue planets which wandered the cosmos alone with no parent star to call their own.
In the new issue of Nature, the team of astronomers say they found 10 giant planets as big as Jupiter, apparently wandering alone through the galaxy without an orbit.
and planets with multiple suns. Worlds of science fiction turn to reality.
So these astronomers are in a pickle. They found this awesome planet about the size of Saturn, about 200 light years away, that's orbiting a binary star system. Just like Luke friggin' Skywalker's Tatooine.
What a desolate place this is.
We even found planets that exist within the habitable zone of their parent star, where life as we know it could potentially be.
Some of these planets are
This is Drone, K1DBC, net control for the Denver Radio Club Learning Net. I'm operating on different operations. I'm just trying to check if anybody can make me video repeater. Hello all, I'm having some technical difficulties this evening. I don't know if anybody can hear me over the air, but I'm having some issues with my radio. I apologize. If anybody can hear me over the air, let me know. This is Daron, K1WC. I just want to check before I start the net. Can anybody hear me? Hello all, and welcome back to the Denver Radio Club Learning Net. Great place to learn about ham radio and STEM topics in general. Thankfully, plenty of combined experience and expertise. This is K1DBC Net Control. My name is Daron, and I am Net Control for this evening's net. Tonight, we'll be discussing Black History Month, OMIC Radio Club, Morse Code CW, Using Your Voice, ADSB Exchange Sale, and Chat GTP is now on the air. We meet every Wednesday, except the third Wednesday of the month at 7:30 p.m. on 145.490 and 448.625. Both have a negative offset. You can contact us at elmer@w0tx.org. We're at Denver Radio Club on most of our social media and youtube.com/Denver Radio Club. I'd like to put out a signal report one more time. I'm unfortunately having to use a mobile radio this evening, a handheld, unfortunately. So if somebody can just verify if you can hear me via the repeater, please let me know. All right, this is K1DBC Net Control. Good, perfect. Appreciate that. Let me make sure I'm getting the radio over the YouTube channel as well. So, okay, I appreciate that. Definitely an odd setup for this evening. This is K1DBC. Give me just a moment here. All right, this is K1DBC. I should have the audio of the repeater over the air now. I mean. All right, this is K1DBC. This is going to test my technical chops here this evening, but let's see here. So appreciate that. This net can be broken at any time for emergency or priority traffic by using the word break. Is there any emergency or priority traffic at this time? All right, if your suffix begins with the letters A through M, excuse me, all check-ins to the net will be taken in alphabetical groups based on the first letters of the suffix of the operator's call sign. That is the first letter after the number in your call sign. If you can, please try to use I2 phonetics for your call sign and indicate if you have traffic or questions as you check in. If your suffix begins with the letters A through M, alpha through Mike, please check in now. Once more, this is Daron, K1DBC. If you'd like to check into the Denver Radio Club Ham Learning Net, and your suffix begins with the letters A through M, alpha through Mike, please check in now. All right, we're holding up the whole alphabet, excuse me, A through Z. If your call suffix begins with the letters alpha through Zulu, please check in now.
November 0, Tango Romeo Papa, Jim in Lakewood, good evening. K0 GPA, couldn't get my radio to transmit on offsets. Anyway, Kilo 0, Golf, Papa, Alpha, Bob in Lakewood.
All right, let's see if we can make something of this here now. All right, this is K1DBC Net Control. That time I'd like to acknowledge and welcome the following check-ins: N0TRP Jim and K0GPA Bob. Appreciate you guys both checking in. Some things have changed with our main repeater. Some operations have been changed. Hopefully just the normal PL tone works, but there is no more net mode, and there's some different voiceovers during the day. So there may be some issues there, but appreciate everyone checking in here. Once more, we're taking all call suffixes, all call signs A through Z, alpha through Zulu. If you'd like to check into the Denver Radio Club Ham Learning Net, please check in now.
I think Jerome's in there, but then he kind of died out that time, K0 GPA.
I'm just not copying him. I can see him talking and doing some kind of check-ins, but I don't think it's my radio because you sound great, Bob.
This is K6HJV looking for the net. I don't hear drone, and I don't have a computer here.
All right, sorry about that. This is K1 DBC Net Control. I've repositioned. Any follow-up on the signal report? Go ahead, please.
Well, that'll be interesting. Let's give him a minute or so to figure out why nobody's checking in. And I have his email. I'll shoot him an email right away. Unless somebody...
Jonathan, you copy November 0 Tango Romeo Papa?
I copy Kilo Echo 0, Sierra Uniform Mike.
This is K1 DBC Net Control. How copy by anyone?
K0SUM, do you copy? This is Kilo Foxtrot 0, Foxtrot Papa India. I'm in the same boat. I hear you guys, but I don't hear drone.
His internet's working, so I'm just shooting him a quick thing right now. Back in a moment.
All right, sorry everyone. Yeah, I'm having some technical issues with my radio here. I apologize. I was hoping the handheld would work, but it doesn't seem like it
This
is.
is N0TRP. I was copying drone off of one radio on one antenna, but I was copying you other guys off a mobile rig on another antenna. So it's kind of crazy. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, sorry, not sure if you can hear me, Jonathan. I am having some radio issues this evening. I may not be able to run this nets this evening. I don't know if you want to take over, but I cannot transmit through my normal radio. Let me see here.
Kilo Echo 6, Bravo Alpha Lima, testing.
I've received a message back from, it just says Denver Radio Club. It says, yeah, sorry, cannot transmit on normal radio. Trying handled, but not hitting repeater. I'm guessing Denver Radio Club is Jerome. And he's apparently using a handheld. KE0SUM.
KE0SUM N0TRP.
Go ahead, QRP.
Yeah, I've got, just due to my situation, my location, I kind of have to use two radios because I'm very subject to the intermod due to Green Mountain. But on my one radio with my Diamond X50 antenna, and the radio's an FT991A, I cannot copy you, any of you, on the 145.490. However, on my mobile receiver that's hooked up to an antenna on the gutter, just a whip antenna on the gutter, I receive you fine. So there could just be a really serious intermod issue or something. But anyway, that's what I'm experiencing on this end, N0TRP.
Well, N0 QRP, since drone's not on, I'll ask some questions. Go through that a little slower because you're using two different radios, and one you hear us all on, the other you don't. That's interesting. Go ahead.
Yeah, this is N0TRP. Well, there's a notorious intermod problem. And as far as I know, it's due to Green Mountain. So those of us that have Green Mountain standing between us and Centennial Cone, under certain conditions, it's very difficult to receive the Centennial Cone signal. But I found that using two radios, one with on my good radio with well, they're both good radios, but on my 991A with the Diamond X50 antenna,